Hey Ma, do you know what bursts my bubble?
What bursts your bubble?
Psychiatric medications. So as you know, from 2011 to November 2022, I was compliant with a mega regimen of psychiatric medications.
Okay.
Recently, after taking PrEP in January 2020 and the rabies vaccine, I guess, was that July 2022, I basically had enough, and I'm like, it felt to me like I was being pharmacologically abused, and I just became non-compliant with my medications.
Which it's non-compliance with medications is not smart. Negotiating a change is smart. If you needed a change, which you did, and
right.
you got. So you wanted to change.
Right. I know. I say, obviously it was the trauma from having the HIV scare, which led to the psychiatric hospitalizations in January 2023 and March of 2023. Mm-hmm. Dr. Copland's perspective is maybe it was stopping the psychiatric medications. Regardless, though, I was asked by Dr. Garrett, what do
you think that's why you had an issue because of that? Well, I think
what do you mean?
You said
I blamed it on the trauma because it felt to me as though it was like a metaphorical rape.
The trauma of that got you.
Yeah, got me worked up and made me go crazy. Regardless, Dr. Garrett asked me what is my motivation for taking the psychiatric medications. And obviously, one motivation would be...
Was that today, he asked you?
Yeah. He's like, what is your motivation? And one motivation, obviously, is to stay out of the psychiatric hospital. Because,
and you saw...
and obviously, another motivation is obviously, I'm threatened with homelessness. You say, in this house...
Well, because
you take the medication or else. So that's one motivation, but that doesn't exactly really motivate me. It's just
to be happy about it?
Yeah, it's just basically take the medication or else. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, so let's delve into this.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped many times, and what happened?
From 2011.
No, I'm talking about this past 12 to 18 months. You stopped many times.
Okay. It's
what happened?
Just to reiterate, it's presently March of 2023. From I guess 2011 till November 2022, completely compliant with the mega regimen of medications. Since November 2022 to March 2024, I've started and stopped medications, and I've been non-compliant.
And off it most of the time.
A good chunk of the time, I'll admit that.
Okay.
However, obviously, there are things I'll come to feelings of conviction about. And on medication, obviously, I don't come... for example, I suspect I knew a movie star when I was younger, Margot Robbie. With that said, I suspect, some rich and powerful person is my biological father as well. I suspect, people were getting sexual pleasure from my suffering. And, obviously, take the medication... Because, obviously you want to put an end to coming to feelings of conviction about things that you suspect are true.
Which are outrageously ridiculous.
Also known as delusions.
Right.
So, your motivation shouldn't be your mother and father saying, take the medication or else. Your motivation to take the psychiatric medication
have a good life in the real world.
is you want to get grounded in reality. You want to develop interpersonal relationships. You want to see reality for how it is.
And what was
your motivation shouldn't be threats by your mother. It should be.
And what was happening when you weren't doing it? You saw what was happening.
Right.
So your motivation should be that you want happy. I mean, you've got so much talent and so much potential in all of those areas.
Right.
But if you don't take care of your mind and body, how can you do that?
Exactly, and that is
what it is.
What it is.